Today I really want to try a specific look that I'm thinking about from the PatMcGRATH Brown Seduction palette. I know I'm using it a lot. It's just so much fun with those glitter shades. There's no denying it. So I was thinking today to use this Il Makiage Brown Shimmer shade as a kind of a base. It's so creamy and nice. Those set pretty fast. And I want to come really close to the lashes with it. And a little bit like this. And then straightly come and blend the edges, right? Just the edges. A little bit under the eye as well. I think I will take it. So why not? Maybe like that, it's enough. Oh, use the right side. And this kind of, product, I don't want to take it inside these wrinkles here too much. I will just go up there with eyeshadow because it's a bit heavy. It's waxy and that kind of thing. But that's probably going to be enough of a base for the eyeshadow to make it a bit darker close to the lashes. And now we'll go back to this palette again. I hope it's not too boring. Well, I didn't put up all the videos I did with this palette because not all of them became so useful and practical or anything like that. It was just more of a thing of trying everything in the palette. Today I have a plan to use the brown ones, the purple here, and then this one here that it's like a shimmery golden green. I think those will look really nice together. I will take, I think, this brush, fluffy brush like that, and go first in with the light brown from here, which would be this one here. So light brown in the crease. And now I don't have any primer at all. Is that a mistake? No, I will try it without the primer. I mean, it's not like my eyes are problematic or something, but it kind of helps the all over look to cover the, some spots and some things. But look at that. Pigmentation from the eyeshadow. And I'm taking it just to make this area a bit darker. Okay, so now the dark brown, which will be this one. Same brush, dip it in twice. That's what I did anyways. Okay, so I dipped it in twice and then I will mostly go here. And lifting up my hooded eyes. I mean, I could hold it too, but maybe that's a better choice. A little bit I need to do both maybe. Coming down here too a bit on the lid itself. Maybe just like that is enough. Little dip in it and mostly go here. Okay, so under the eye I will do just the same thing. Light brown. A little bit, further down. I'm concentrating more on this part of the eye because I don't want it really close to here maybe. But here where the dip is, outside and all the wrinkles here. That's where I'm putting most of the color. And then the dark brown a little bit closer. For the middle of the lid now then, I want to use this dark purple. Like the whole lid area until here. But not high up, Just down here. So this one I will start, I think, out here. And slowly take it in here. I'm probably going to have to take it up a bit too. But I will start like this. On top of the brown glittery pencil. and it gets really stuck over there, which is, you know, the purpose. So now you see with this, there's still an area here that doesn't have any eyeshadow at all. Like all this here. And I don't really want to take this one too high up, because then it will go inside this area that, you know, that actually doesn't belong to where I want it to be. So I think, I don't know exactly what to do, but maybe a tiny bit more of it. Or you know what? Maybe I should blend it with the light brown. I will try and blend it with the light brown and see what that's gonna be. You know, make it maybe a little bit lighter. Just a little bit lighter. Well, not too light. Yeah, I think it's working something. It's doing something. I'm blending a little bit here now then between those. Without any extra color on. But here it's like kind of blending away now. I feel, look at that. It really blends away. Maybe because I don't have a primer now then. That might have been a mistake. So I'm putting it on again. I don't know if I should blend at all. Maybe just the tiniest bit. It's not like it really needs a lot of blending here, but smaller brush and a darker. This again in the corner. The plum color. Also down here. I'm pulling it out a tiny bit. And going as close as I can with this medium big brush. Kind of dabbing it in, I think is the right way with those. If you blend too much, they seem to blend away. Just like some other eyeshadows. Little bit of the lighter one to blend with here. Now, this way of blending, just to take a lighter color instead of actually going over a shadow to blend it, it's kind of what Natasha Denona is doing with all her matte eyeshadows especially. Or with her matte eyeshadows. That's what I see her doing in her videos. And it's working with these too. I mean, you don't really have to go over and blend so much, because now I saw without the primer, it was blending away, you know? When I was trying to go over here and blend this. Also now there's a hole here, kind of. So I'm doing the purple and the darker brown a bit here. It seems like it doesn't want to get stuck here anymore. I don't know if it's what I'm thinking or if it's actually what's going on here. But never mind, I'm not taking a big, you know, problem from this. Taking a lighter brown, and let's see if that will work now here, what I just said. Darker brown around them, really lightly like that. I mean lighter brown. Just to blend with the color instead of with the brush, actually. I mean, that makes sense to me with these kind of mattes, I think. Like that. A little bit blend here too. I should probably use a bit more color under as well. Looks a bit without color. And then start with the shimmery color. So I'm taking the light brown again and the dark brown together, let's say, and stamping them in here a bit, but I'm not going too close because over there I want the shimmer color, I think. And these are pretty dark for my skin tone to take them, you know, too close to the eye. It's kind of maybe also because of my age makes it look a bit ashy maybe over there. We don't want that. So I think for this I better take sort of a glitter glue that I have here, the only one that I own, that I found, and it's a beauty care one like that. Really affordable one. I don't know if it's the best one in the world, probably not, but this shimmery shade, I will use a glitter glue for it because I like it better that way when I don't have all the fallout on my face. Just a few, you know, glitters here and there. And then I will use it here and also in the inner corner, I think, and under here. And be done, hopefully. So let's see how that will go. I will put it, I think, straightly with this thing. Ooh, maybe that's a bad idea because it takes down the color. What? Okay, I don't know if this is the best idea. I sort of want it in my eyes. I think I will do one eye at a time and see if this is good. I will use a natural bristle brush, I think it is at least, and this glittery shade. Like that. And just press it in. Woohoo! Here I come, glitter. That's really interesting, I think. But I don't know if it's for the inner corner, hey? I don't know. Let's see, and here of course I don't have any almost other color, so it will be just this one. In the inner corner I will use a little bit of this one. I will just use the same brush and use this highlight shade a little bit here instead of putting this one all over, and blend it in with this one a bit here too. Kind of lighten up the glitter thing a little bit, like that. Taking a tiny bit on my finger with the huge nails on it. Yeah, it started to be a bit annoying, this. I have to take them down. Like that. And then I think I want to go a little bit around it. And maybe push in some of the glitters in here. But just a tiny bit, you know? You see what's going on though? I think I should have put a primer or a concealer on, because look at this. It's like my eyelid's been a bit too dry. I think that's what's going on here. So you know what? Without anything, will this work? I probably not, but I don't know if I want to go over it with anything. Should I? Or then it will get really stuck over there. I will just take with my finger a little bit more here. Just, you know, lightly like that. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay, I think that's prettier to have it a little bit, you know, fading like that. If you can see the amount is much less here than here. Okay, I really like that. So on my skin is concealer from Estee Lauder in 1C, I think. Yeah, 1C light, and just a tiny bit, and also down here on the neck a little bit where it's also still red, I know. And Estee Lauder Double Wear in 1N1. And now I'm setting everything with this Dermablend powder in translucent, like that. I know they have like a few colors in this one now. I think it used to be just this one before, if I'm correct. I'm not so sure about that, but well, so I'm just taking a big brush for this and really pushing it in. I mean, this powder is really excellent for, if you want to call it baking, if you want to call it just setting the foundation. I call it setting the foundation. So I will leave it on like this for a while I'm doing, you know, the rest. And then if there's anything extra, I will just brush it off. Now, if I was planning this a bit more, I would of course have taken the Citrus palette for the face from Natasha Denona for a look like this. Because think this one here, it's a super pretty like highlight, but all of these things are pretty for a face like this. But now of course I powder already, so I don't want to go in with these products, but I can use the other ones. Why not? So I think I will use this one to begin with. This blush. This is a Smashbox brush. There you see the color. And then it's going to be bronzed up, so it's not going to be too, you know, I'm just dabbing it in because of the foundation, which is a bit funny for me. It's a little bit sensitive. Sensitive to, you know, manipulating. you want to do too much on it, you will just say, you know, that's enough. Now this one is really pretty because there's some golden sheen into it. A little bit lower down, maybe it won't be like a stripe over here. I'm going in with this one now. See the green kind of, it's the same almost sheen of green that it has. Green gold. Like that. I think it's really interesting. Like that. Yeah, I just really like this palette. Take a different brush and take a little bit of this one and a little bit of this one because I'm gonna shine, you know, on my eyes and on my cheeks today because it's fun. This is more of a bronzy thing, so I'm taking it up here a bit, like not so close to the face. Just like that, maybe it's enough. And this powder is just too pretty to pass, you know, on. So that's the diamond powder, I suppose. Yeah, diamond powder, which has a lot of, you know, those kind of sparkles to it. So it's in my hair, but who cares? It's still pretty not to put on if you open this palette. That's what I think. That's what I think. If you already open this palette, or the pink one, I always almost use this powder because it's the best powder in it. It's the funniest like thing. Because in the beginning I thought like, whoa, that's just far too much. But if you know, it's like that. It's just really pretty. So, I don't know. Yeah. Like that kind of a, almost without color, just with a, you know, wet sheen to it. So those diamond powders are really, really pretty. Okay, so I still need to buff the skin a bit. Yeah, and a lip. I need a lip. So since I have this MAC lip pencil in Dervish, it's like I can't stop using it because it's so pretty. And there's some sheen like the blush, the same kind of golden sheen to it. So it looks really pretty. It doesn't look too matte, but it still doesn't have sparkles, you know. So on top of this Dervish, I will use this pink color from Smashbox. Kind of takes away the prettiness of Dervish, but what we do about that. And this is in the color Audition. So today I'm buffing the skin with this Sisley powder in Iris number 1. I think you call it Iris, something like that. And you just have to, it's so finely milled though that I wait a bit because it goes all over the place, this powder. And now you have it kind of all over there. But never mind. Never mind. I don't know why I took this powder brush because it's kind of silly for this, but well, I took it anyways. And I'm doing the middle first, like everything that doesn't have this shimmer on, so I can go on the shimmer after. Otherwise I have the shimmer all over. So now it's the part for this. Let's see if I can even it up a bit. I think so. Oh well. So I think that's it. I buffed the skin and used a lot of cheek products as always, but I really love those palettes from Natasha Denona. I really enjoy those, both of them. But this one I feel, even if it's like darker, I think it's easier to use. Like it just gives a nice bronzy look like that. whereas the pink one is very pink. So then you really need to have like a pink look or a violet look or something like that. And this one, it's a little bit more easier to wear, let's say. And this PatMcGRATH palette again with this high glitter eyeshadows here in the corner, these three here. Well, I really enjoy using those, and especially together with other eyeshadows. Like, they changed kind of color, it became a bit darker, and then when it's by itself, it's a bit more golden. And it's the same eyeshadow up here and down here, you know. So those are really interesting, I think. And that's what make these palettes, I think, worth it and really fun to play around with. Okay, I think I'm done, and I hope you still enjoy your colors and glitters and everything, and that you will, of course, because otherwise nothing is really worth much. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you next time.